from our studios on the Isle of Wight. Free Jingle Friday.
Stand by for Music Radio Creative streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream. And now, here is Mike and Izabela.
It is Friday, and that can only mean one thing. It's another Free Jingle Friday with myself, Mike Russell.
And Izabela Russell.
Oh, so fabulous to have you here. So we're really excited to be doing Free Jingle Friday. If you're brand new to this stream, it is a stream that you can involve yourself in by simply submitting your script now, either for a free voiceover from myself or this lovely lady, or if you'd like something produced, then you can super chat inside YouTube or submit an online paid submission through the form. But we'll sort that all out later on. We'll tell you all the rules. We're just really glad to have you here, Izabela.
Yay, we are super excited. It's Friday, it's Free Jingle Friday, it's the end of August, perfect day out there. Yeah, what could be even better, you know?
Yeah, well, it depends what part of the world you're watching from, really. But yeah, perfect day in our location here on the Isle of Wight right now. Very, very pleased to have you here. Come on in, come into our studio as we talk about audio and a heck of a lot more. Mike Russell here.
And Izabela Russell.
And here's the jingle.
Nice.
Yeah, we timed it right. We did that. We made it. We got up to the logo and we stopped talking, and that's what you're supposed to do.
You are a pro. I take all my knowledge from you, my sensei.
Oh, well, thank you. Now, I'm really excited. There is so much to talk about, Izabela. So without further ado, let's talk about everything that's exciting us this week. And I'm first of all going to get into a big shout out to Mixcloud. Hello, Mixcloud. We are streaming live on Mixcloud. Look at that. Now, right now, that's me talking a few seconds ago, streaming in delay to you on Mixcloud. So for those of you that have not checked it out, look, now there's a picture within a picture, and it'll be a picture within a picture. So I'll just write hello. Hello, Mixcloud. Hi. Nice to see you. Nice. And we're doing that thanks to the power of the sponsor of this show, Restream. You can go and check out at mrc.fm/Restream. They allow us to be in multiple places at the same time. They allow us to be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, as you hear in the intro. And of course, now Mixcloud. They just added Mixcloud this week. Really excited about that feature. Not only because, Izabela, Mixcloud is an audio-first platform. It's for DJs. It's for mixers. It's for producers. Yeah. It's for like people like you and me. And we love Mixcloud, and now we're there.
That's awesome. And that is really cool, actually.
I think it's really cool they do the video aspect as well. I mean, look at this. They do video.
I have not heard of that, so I'm like, wow, I need to check it out after.
Yes, so I know a lot of DJs. I know a lot of producers. I know a lot of audio people watch this channel, and they already know all about Mixcloud. So go and do it. Use our link, mrc.fm/Restream. Sign up to Restream and add Mixcloud as one of your streaming destinations along with YouTube and Facebook.
Nice. That's really, really cool. That's absolutely awesome. And yeah, Mixcloud is great. So let's definitely, I'm going to have a quick look at that after. But yeah, it's Free Jingle Friday. I'm super excited to be here. If you are watching us for the very first time, if you've just discovered this channel, the very first thing you need to do is really click subscribe. If you haven't done so already, we're here every Friday, and every Friday is a Free Jingle Friday. So if you wanted to get some voiceovers for your DJ mixes, for your podcast, for your radio station, that's the place to do it. As Mike mentioned, so all you need to do, actually, Mike, I am going to publicly tell you now that we really need this, since I've been nagging you about this for a long time. We need the lower thirds that say, go now to mrc.fm/script.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get onto that.
Yeah. I know. You see, I get it every week. It's like, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll do one day. Let's just find someone who designs good lower thirds, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, actually, I have somebody who designs good lower thirds. So, like, I've even emailed you. But anyway, rant over. Head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's where you can make a submission of the script you would like Mike or myself to read. It's as simple as that. So, we will effectively record all the scripts, and we record all the scripts after the show, and we usually upload them by the end of Monday latest. So, I mean, on average week, we get 200 requests for jingles, so we don't record them live on the show. If you wanted to have your jingle recorded and produced live on the show, then Super Chat, yellow or above, is the way. You may notice that some people already are dropping Super Chats. Or within the form that you can access at mrc.fm/script, you can also make that possible.
So helpful.
So, yeah, and do you know, actually, Mike, we haven't really had that discussion yet, but I kind of feel like the summer is coming to an end now. Our kids are going back to school. Boo-hoo.
Yes, it's true. Yes. Oh,
but our kids
no, hang on. Summer's coming to an end. Boo-hoo. Kids are going back to school.
Yay!
Yay!
Kids are going
Don't be
back
too
to
excited.
school. Yes, let's not be
We're
too
just excited they're going back to learn.
Yes, back to learn. But, I really hope that this is obviously going to last and we won't get the second wave and lockdown and everything else. But let's for now be positive. So kids are going back to school, which means also a little bit more regularity to our life in general. And I kind of feel like Free Jingle Friday deserves a little bit of a facelift.
Love and
attention. I'm feeling at the moment like there could be some changes coming along. So if you have been watching, for a long time, we kind of want to bring some exciting changes into the show to kind of keep it interesting for you too.
Absolutely.
But for now, if you would like a jingle, head on over to mrc.fm/script. Now, do you know what else is getting me excited at this time of the year, Mike?
Go on, and then I want to do some shout-outs to those who are watching us live all over the place, but go on, yeah.
No, you are going to be rolling your eyes. But so just before the show today, we've actually met with our podcast production manager, Penny. She lives just across the water from where we are here on the Isle of Wight, and she's visiting her Isle of Wight family at the moment, which is very lovely. And we met with her and the whole family there, and we went for this wonderful walk in the woods. And guess what we found?
What did you find?
Well, you know what we found. Because we came up, with lots of those. We found lots of mushrooms. I'm a total
Mr. Clive here.
Oh dear.
Don't go picking mushrooms, you'll start seeing pink elephants.
Not those mushrooms, Mr. Clive. Not those. I don't know what you are talking about, but we found, I feel so pumped about this, and I'm totally spending the whole weekend in the forest, by the way, because we went out and I had the biggest haul of seps you can imagine. Literally, I'm just like in my mushroom heaven at the moment. I've never had this. So seps, in other words, are porcini mushrooms, so perhaps a more common name. So like really huge delicacy, and they are just amazing and like super cool to find. And we found so many. I was like, here is another one, here is another one, here is another one. So I'm spending the whole weekend in the woods, just so in case you're looking for me.
Well, you go and do it. It's been raining a lot here. Absolutely, a lot of mushrooms are growing, and it's mushroom season here in the UK. So absolutely, why not? So the only place I've been picking mushrooms recently is The Legends of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I've picked many Hylian shrooms, and I can't wait to cook them into a mushroom skewer. Well, it's virtual mushroom picking. Anyway, hello to you if you're watching. A lot of you joining us on Mixcloud. It's our first time ever there. In fact, I think this is a new feature to Mixcloud that you can go live. So we're kind of excited about that. Sound Eng to Babs is in saying, I love you guys. Great job. And Watty Killer is there. Knew I'd see you there, Watty Killer. Shared the stream. Hey, thanks for sharing out Mixcloud. That's cool. But also over on our staples like YouTube and Facebook, we have got Mike Edwards, Bonnie D'Souza. We got Max Nielsen Howes watching over on Facebook on Air 107.2 FM. Exhibit DJ, Ben Miller. We got Peter. We got Kai. Dan is asking, is there any news from DBX? Sponsorship of the show? No. No. We haven't heard from DBX. So tweet. I see every week I look at the tweets. None of you are tweeting DBX. So tweet at DBX Pro. In fact, let me put it in there. Please tweet at, I'm just going to put this in the chats everywhere. DBX Pro is their Twitter handle. And just tell them they need to get on to sponsoring Free Jingle Friday, because we talk about the DBX every week and how good it is to make you sound great. But no news yet, Dan. Lots of others watching right now all over the place. Gosh, there's a ton of you. Doug's in. We got Bjorn. We got Tim moderating in the chat. That's awesome. Peter as well. At the beginning of spring now in Queensland, it's 29 Celsius.
Nice. And we have an Atom Club saying hello from Scotland, by the way.
Whoa,
in Scotland.
yay.
The mushroom picking in Scotland is like a...
Yo, Scotland. Awesome.
There you
Big
go.
up Scotland.
Absolutely.
I love the wild camping.
Absolutely. So, hello hello to Patrick M, and greetings to Qual Comedy, and shout out to Doug and Bjorn, who I don't know whether we've got Tim in the house too, but we've got 3 awesome moderators who are looking after you in the comments. So shout out to those guys because they're doing a fantastic job every week.
Yeah, and those guys also hang out over. This is a really nice link, by the way. Those guys also hang out in our community, which I'm just loading up on the screen here. This is our music radio creative community. Loads of stuff going on. In fact, Izabela, you moderate this nicely along with our other mods. We got Doug, we got Tim, we got Bjorn in there as well. And there's always an interesting conversation. Usually weekly, there's stuff that crops up in here, and I occasionally dip in and I'll like put stuff in. And I've found here this broadband connection's gone actually nuts in there with my issues. So last week I was talking about, like, if we relocate the MRC studios, what are our options here in the UK? And David actually replied here, and he said, yeah, I've been having broadband issues. I seem to be losing shows, drops every 15 minutes, dropped out 12 times. OpenReach, which is a UK company that maintain the cables in the ground here for the internet, have to keep coming out. Yeah, we've been there here at MRC, and we might be moving again. So we're looking at 3 options. For those of you who are technically savvy, maybe you can give us some advice. If anyone knows anything more about bonded fibre to the cabinet, leased line internet, or fibre to the premises on demand, we'd love your input. That'd be great. And just as a wrap up to this section, I'd like to find out if anyone remembers, is anyone old enough to remember this sound? Ready? What does this sound remind you of?
Oh, God.
Just have a good listen. Have a good listen. Here it comes. Ready? It's loading. Hang on. Actually, it's so slow. It sounds like it's coming over dial-up. Oh, hang on. Give me a second. I'll try and get it to load. It might just start playing when you're talking, Izabela.
Okay. No, I do remember the sound, though. I do remember the sound. Yeah. Do you know, I remember
It's the sound of excitement.
I remember it. And, you know, I always felt very naughty because my mum was always telling me off. She's like...
You felt naughty? What were you looking at on the internet, Izabela?
No, not that kind of stuff. It was my mum was telling me off because it
Sorry, I couldn't help
cost a lot of money to, like, connect to the dial-up internet when it first came out. So I was racking, like, really big bills. And it's like, I was like, oh, no, it's like, let's quick get what I need to do and then come out. But it was always, like, kind of expensive treat, you know?
did have to do that. Gosh, I remember. This is going really retro. Lots of you remembering dial-up, actually. John Lombardo straight in there. I remember dial-up here in the UK. I remember going through all the ISPs at the time. BT were obviously a big one, but they charged through the nose. And I found this amazing ISP back in the day. Does anyone remember, who's watching from the UK? Obviously, I know this is UK-centric. Does anyone remember Force 9 Internet? That was my ISP for a long time over dial-up. Force 9, they were just whatever happened to Force 9? They were amazing. I seem to remember they were one of the first ISPs that just said we're unlimited. It's like some kind of free phone number. You just dial in. Yeah, you can stay connected as long as you want. It still took, like, you know, a day to download, you know, one thing, but still, it was Force 9 Internet over a 56k modem. But what do we got here? We got, whoa, Nelly, dial-up modem, says Michael. It was expensive and you couldn't use the phone. No, you couldn't. If someone picked up the phone while you're on the net, you got disconnected. It's terrible. Wonderful dial-up, just like the NBN here, says Peter. Very nice. Video took the same time to load as dial-up loading. I know, DJ Willies. It's crazy.
So funny,
Don't use broadband. Elastic band stretches further. Thanks for that, Mike.
Nice. Just a quick reminder, as I can see, we have plenty new people joining in. If you are here for free jingles, that's exactly what we are here for too. So you're in the right place. Head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's where you can make your script submission for this week's Free Jingle Friday. If you would like to have your script not just recorded but also produced live on the show today by the Ninja Audio Master himself, then Super Chat yellow or above is the way, or you can upgrade within the script form at mrc.fm/script. So you have another 17 minutes to get your script submissions in. But for now, we're chatting everything audio. And I think, Mike, you have some other news, as obviously, usually this time of the year is really busy for you in terms of travel. You usually are all around the world talking about audio. But obviously, because of COVID, a lot of those events have moved online and virtual. So even though you are not traveling, you are still very, very busy with your schedule and online talks. And I would really love you to tell us what you've got coming up.
All right, yes, there is a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hang on, there's some music playing
music
from one of the sites. Have a listen to that. This is really groovy. Okay, this is the theme tune. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to get copyrighted. We might have to fade it down in a second. Anyway, this is the music that starts playing the moment you go to the website of Adobe Video World. It's counting down because this is the this conference that's coming up soonest that I'm appearing at. Where is that playing from? Oh, it's their trailer video. Here we go. Look at that. I don't need to do any explaining. You just watch the trailer video on their site.
Yeah.
I'm going to fade that music down because I'm just a bit worried. We haven't got the license to play that. So Adobe Video World is a virtual conference. Usually it takes place in Los Angeles. I was actually working out at the start of the year to fly to Los Angeles to speak at this, but now it's happening online. So it's September 12 to 17. You can register now. It is in association with Adobe, and it's produced by Future Media Conferences. So you can click register now. I think this one is a paid one. So you pay for tickets. It looks like the 4-day. You can get different depending on what apps you're using. So you can get Premiere or After Effects. They don't mention audio because it's Video World, but I will be talking. I've got 3 sessions there on audio. So you can register. It looks like $3.99 for one or the other. I'd register for Premiere if I were you, unless if After Effects is your thing. Obviously, go for that. Or they've got the Mega Pass, so all of that is there. So again, I'll be appearing there. You can probably go into speakers and find me. So if you go into the speakers page of Adobe Video World, there are all the motley crew. I'm not even.
Are you there?
I was going to say I'm not even on the front page. I'm not important enough to be. Oh, there I am. Yeah. I was going to say maybe I'm just not there, but yeah, there you go. Mike Russell. It doesn't show my sessions, but I'm doing 3 of them. So that's Adobe Video World. And then later in September, I will be speaking at InfoShare. It's a lovely podcast. Podcast? What am I saying?
InfoShare is a lovely podcast.
They've got a lovely podcast.
Well done, Mike. Yeah, well done.
Look, I'm colour coordinated with InfoShare.
Look
at that.
You are, yeah.
I've got the right shirt for the InfoShare branding. So this is a virtual conference. It comes live from the city of Gdansk. I won't be in Gdansk in Poland. I'll be here on the Isle of Wight doing my talk.
I love going to Gdansk and InfoShare every year. Like we've been
it's a great
going
city.
For such a long time.
Polish city.
It's a fantastic event actually in Europe.
By the sea, the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, and I like it because it's a very, very different event. As in, you don't get. You get a very good mix of Europeans in there, and I really like it for that fact. So it's like you're guaranteed to go in and speak to somebody from Finland or Estonia or Czech Republic or
it's kind of central,
it's a really, really cool mix of people, and I really love that. So
absolutely,
I'm gutted that obviously this year it's not going to be possible in person. So
InfoShare, and I'm talking about podcasting on the 28th of September there. So register now on their site, and of course the big daddy of Adobe conferences. Again, it's virtual. Woo-hoo. Adobe Max. Whoa, man, that's psychedelic. Crikey.
Yeah. Have you eaten any mushrooms on our walk today?
Adobe Max. Whoa, what's going on there? Woo. Anyway, they always do great creativity stuff. That is insane.
That is amazing,
I love what they do with the logo, the Adobe Max logo. That is so cool.
Lovely.
It's going to go into the multicolored Adobe Creative Cloud thing in a second, I bet you. Just watch this. There you go. It's lovely. So expect the unexpected is the tagline. October 20 to 22nd. And you can see, if you go into speakers here, I think that you can go through their speaker. Obviously, it's got the speakers thing. Go into sessions and search for Mike Russell, and then you'll be able to find my 2 sessions. One is on audio, and one is on podcasting. View the session catalog. Here it is. And you can go ahead and type it. It's massive. There's so many speakers, and it's all going to be virtual.
And it's all free, right?
It's all free. That's the important thing about Max. It's free to register for. So if you type in Mike Russell, you will find, there you go, Audio Essentials in there, and elevating your brand with podcasting. I do not envy the task of the event organizers for any event this year, but in particular Adobe Max, because they have hundreds of speakers that they've got to get coordinated to do virtual talks. So it's there on the site. Yeah, as Izabela says, you can register for free. So click the register button. I think you need to connect your Adobe account, but it's a free thing. Once you've got your Adobe account connected, you can register for Adobe Max for free, which is huge this year because usually a registration to Adobe Max costs thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it costs over $1,000 to actually get the ticket in there. So it's like a fantastic opportunity to get access to all of those creators for free from the comfort of your own home.
That's it. David Bain is watching on LinkedIn, by the way. Woohoo. Have we ever tried Descript for video editing? I have not used it, but I've heard good things.
I have too. I have too. In fact, yes. In fact, actually, they've been in touch with us recently. We are chatting to Descript as we speak. So there will be probably more from us coming on them very, very soon. But
you get all the information first from Izabela. We're having a chat with them right now.
Well, we yeah, that's it. So, you know, we're having a chat with those guys too. They do offer very interesting service. So we are obviously interested to know more and bring it over to you guys. So
yes, actually, I want to give a shout out because some of the people we like do our best to bring you the news from the world of audio. So often we're like emailing different companies and companies are emailing us. And I heard from, I believe this is public knowledge now, Rode Microphones emailed me. I made a video on my channel maybe a couple of months ago about how you can mount 2 Rode Wireless Goes to a camera, and then you can use the splitter cable, and you can have 2 lav mics, power, you know, with 2 different people, so you can interview someone and connect it to the same camera. And I made a video on how to do that 2 months ago. Rode emailed me just the other week and said, "Hey, do you know what? We've created accessories for you to help you do that." So I'm like, wow, that's cool. So they've got like a double shoe for 2 Rode Wireless Goes, and like I think their own Rode special splitter cable.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get my hands on some of that kit and try it out and maybe do an update to that video I made a couple of months ago.
Yeah, because that is very, very needed. But just a quick update, as we have 11 minutes left for you to submit your scripts for today's show. Head on over to mrc.fm/script if you would like to have your script recorded. And if you would like to have it recorded and produced by Mike Russell live on the show today, then yellow or above super chat is the way, or you can upgrade within the format mrc.fm/script. But you have 10 minutes left to get your scripts in. Do submit 1 script per person, so we will record all of them as long as you obey the rules and only provide 1 script per person. As we get a lot of requests, obviously please respect that limit. So yeah,
absolutely. Thanks to Tim, he's just posted the script link. Doug is also really on it, and Bjorn as well. Doug's posted the Adobe Max link, so if you want to register for free for Adobe Max this year, it's huge because usually it's in the LA Convention Center. Sometimes they do it in Vegas. This year it's online and it's free to register. Connect your Adobe account. It could not be simpler.
Mike and Izzy are live right now.
Yes, we are.
yay!
Free Jingle Friday, don't miss it.
You absolutely should not miss it. Isabella, I've got something else to talk about. Let's share my screen here.
Tell me more.
And I'm going to type in Audible. I love Audible. They're an Amazon company. I subscribe. I pay them every month because I just love audiobooks. Again, we should probably get like the link. Don't Audible have some affiliate thing? But anyway, what I'm really interested in is Alan Partridge has, and again, Alan Partridge is someone, it's in my wish list, as you can see here. He's released audiobooks before. Alan Partridge is a uniquely British kind of radio comedian character.
He's kind of like Mr. Clive.
Yeah, he's kind of like the real life Mr. Clive.
Real life Mr. Clive. Well, no, he's not a real life Mr. Clive because he's like Alan Partridge is a character too. So it's, but it kind of, yeah, actually, if I could think of who is Mr. Clive the closest to, I would say it's Alan Partridge.
Yes, so I'm very excited because Alan Partridge has a brand new audiobook coming out on the 3rd of September. From the Oast House.
Aha! And stuff like that, right?
From the Oast House, the Alan Partridge podcast. So maybe there will be a little bit in there about podcasting. I'm sure with a very comedic kind of slant on it. But if you're interested in podcasting and British humour and Alan Partridge, that's coming out. It's in my wish list. I'm going to buy it the moment it's released. I've listened to the former Alan Partridge books, and I just really love the stuff they put up on Audible. But this is a 6-hour audiobook, so I really think that I'm going to enjoy that. I couldn't help it.
Yes. Well, at least it's not like Game of Thrones where the audiobook is like 30 hours long. It's like 6 hours is very easily manageable.
Yes.
It's very, very easily manageable. But yeah, it's really, really cool. So we spoke about Adobe Max and about all the other events that you are appearing on, which is great.
Oh, yeah, one last thing. Sorry, back to Audible. Again, we're not sponsored by Audible, but I think it's worth to know. If you have an Audible subscription, at the moment, for the next 3 days, this might be only in the UK. I don't know if it applies worldwide, but they do have a sale on. I took advantage of this. They've knocked pretty much 50% off every single audiobook in their library. So look at these Alan books that are like down to, £7 or £8. Now, obviously this one is £4 or, dollars or whatever. So if it's less than you pay for an Audible credit, you should probably just buy it in the sale price. I did that with a couple of books I had in my wish list, Isabella.
Nice.
So, just a heads up.
That's very good. Yeah. That is very, very good.
Jurassic Park, as Paul says there in the chat.
There you go. I bet we have quite a few Alan Partridge fans in in the comments, right?
Indeed. Textbook, Isabel.
Textbook. So, what else? Have we got anything else from the world of audio, the beautiful world?
Well, Mike the Music Man is saying, I bought the James O'Brien book. He's a host on a radio station called LBC here in London in the UK. Yeah, I've heard James O'Brien. I could imagine he would be he's got a very soft voice, hasn't he? He would be a very good narrator of an audiobook. Is it about current affairs? I imagine it is, knowing James O'Brien. Who would you really like, Isabella, to hear narrating an audiobook? And not necessarily an audiobook about, like, you know, their life or an autobiography. You know who I'd like to hear?
Yeah.
And no comment after this. Just go absolutely silent, because I don't want you to divide the audience. But I would like to. I would like to hear Donald Trump narrating bedtime stories for children. That just came to my mind.
I think that they would like bring like.
It was absolutely super. It was such an amazing job. Sorry, I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to divide the audience. All right, move on. Who you post in the chat? Sorry, Isabella.
No
just
okay,
I'm just going to zip your mouth there. You post in the comments now who you would like to hear narrate an audiobook and what it would be about. So let's say celebrity name. I would like to hear celebrity name narrate an audiobook about. So it doesn't have to be about their life.
So you've got to say also about what? Wow, gosh. I don't know.
Come on, have a think about
it. I would have to have a think about it.
I think Jim Carrey would be a great audiobook narrator as well.
Yeah, he would be. He's a brilliant actor, and therefore, by default, he would be a great voice actor, I think, because he does do
Trial 1 is amazing. It's like, I'd like to hear Mike narrate an audiobook about the live stream, monitoring and using Adobe Audition. That would probably send you nicely to sleep, wouldn't it?
Do you know, I would love to hear a audiobook narrated by the Queen. I could totally listen.
I would be very amused.
I could totally listen to the Queen for a really long time. And the topic, I was like, that could be a story for the kids. I think it would be fascinating.
Yes.
I think that would be fascinating. So
that's it. I'm reading all the comments now. The reason we steered clear of going any further into politics is because we don't on this show. And, you know, we respect you and your opinions, and they're yours. That's fine.
You did quite a good Donald Trump impression there. Can you do this again, actually?
I don't know if I can muster it up.
It was actually quite good.
It was absolutely super. It was amazing. Such a fantastic job. I don't know. You just got to kind of do that and keep doing that while you talk, right?
That's it.
That's what you got to do.
I was going to say, so what would happen if you crossed Donald Trump and Mr. Clive? Like, what would come out of it? Go on.
I don't know. We had an absolutely super baby. It was absolutely amazing. It's me, Mr. Clive. How weird. That's just weird. Sean Connery, Prince Philip coming in. That would be amazing. Yeah, Prince Philip would be a great narrator.
Yeah, he would be.
A lot of people saying Sean Connery, Donald Trump speaking with Mr. Clive, John Culshaw, who is a voice actor from the UK who does great impressions, doing his Tom Baker voice. What else have we got? Patrick Stewart narrating a book about flowers.
Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, anything David Attenborough says there. David Attenborough is absolutely amazing.
I've seen Gregory Mitchell just said the late Robin Williams, who's just a legend. He's just an absolute legend. And I miss him more and more. The more days that go by that he hasn't been with us, I miss Robin Williams a lot.
He was absolute legend, really, on so many levels. It's it's absolutely insane. Really.
Bruce Cameron. Jason. Joanna Lumley. Absolutely lovely, sweetie darling, yes. Oh, Peter Kay. Hey up, you all right? Just come from Bolton. I'm going to do an audiobook on I don't know what. Sorry, I'm going to stop these impressions because I'm not an impressionist. It's not. Stephen Fry. Well, Stephen Fry's narrated a lot of audiobooks. He's actually very good. He did something for the app calm.com.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the meditation app.
Yeah,
he did a bedtime story for them, didn't
he?
Peter Powell, Mr. Bean. Oh, what about...
Oh, Mr. Bean.
We're going quite UK-centric. Sorry, these names won't mean something... You know, there are some American names in here I recognise and some UK names. Steve Penk. Again, Steve Penk is a British radio host. He used to do wind-up phone calls. He was like the king of what? He was a bit of a Howard Stern on UK radio. Yeah, he'd be interesting, wouldn't he? Zippy from Rainbow. Oh, Zippy. Yes, that's a good idea. Maybe I could get a sideline in impersonation voiceovers or not, Isabel. No, let's not go there.
Let's not go there. I think let's not go there.
I love the fact that the whole chat has just lit up with suggestions on who people would like to hear narrating audiobooks. Can we? Can somebody, one of the mods, maybe start a thread in the community? What celebrity would you like to hear narrate an audiobook? Can we start a thread in the community, Izabela? Do you think?
I'm sure we can.
Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Monty Python. Oh my goodness, this is a classic. Just imagine John Cleese narrating an audiobook. That'd be amazing.
That would be.
John
Didn't
Cleese.
Didn't he do it? There was a book by John Cleese.
I'm sure there was.
I'm quite sure that there was one. Good.
Okay, 60 seconds to get your scripts in, and then we're closing down script submissions. Peter Cullen, Christopher Walken's voice, Mike, Andy Pitkin, Noel Edmonds. Oh, yes, this is brilliant. How about Adele? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I would love Adele. Yeah, she's got a good voice.
She has. She's got a kind of northern voice again, hasn't she?
She does, yeah. She does. That's cool. That's really cool. We went to see Adele once before she was famous.
We went to see her in Manchester at the Lowry Theatre. Yeah, like you say, before she was famous.
She was famous, which was like amazing. It was this girl with a guitar, which was amazing, yeah.
So it's 1:30, wherever you're watching in the world, unless you're watching in one region of Australia, where it's top of the hour, I think. I think that's the only time zone, isn't it? Somewhere in South Australia. Anyway, generally, most of the world, it's 1:30 now. And that means that script submissions close in 15 seconds. And we start recording and producing in Adobe Audition. All right, Izabela?
Yep, I'm ready.
Aha! It's just fun.
Aha. Okay. So, is it not time for the track of the week?
Yeah. Sorry. Can I do a little intro in? Hang on, let's do that again. I missed my cue. Here's the Music Radio Creative licked track of the week. It's really good. Have a listen. I'll back announce it after the end of this song.
I used to be fearless. You used to be brave. Running through evenings, chasing days. Now we're so restless, waiting for trains, going through motions all the same. We could shake it up, I'll meet you after work. We'll drive until the darkness disappears. Pack up our regrets and wear your yellow dress. I meant it when I said we can't stay here. I wanna feel like the first day of my life. You wanna feel like there's never tomorrow, just tonight. Morning light, you're still by my side. I wanna feel my heart is open, my eyes are wide. Us, whatever may come, I'm keeping my promise, we're still young. We could shake it up, I'll meet you after work. We'll drive until the darkness disappears. Pack up our regrets and wear your yellow dress. I meant it when I said we can't stay here. I wanna feel like the first day of my life. You wanna feel like there's never tomorrow, just tonight. Morning light, you're still by my side. I wanna feel my heart is open, my eyes are wide. Slate only, empty space only, empty space. And when we wake, we'll have cleaned the slate only, empty space only, empty space.
Handsome Ghost, Hold Doubts. That's
really like
Eyes Wide. Yeah, it's a good song. Licked track of the week. So we licensed that using a service called Licked, which you can use our link and you can grab your first track for free. And it's a really cool service because you can play commercial music, pop music, well-known music on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook, on your Instagram stories. And they're talking to the record companies, so they're working firsthand so you don't get copyright strikes. And it's a great service. And you picked a good song. Obviously, that was an Izabela choice this week.
Obviously.
Unlike the crazy dance music I played last week. That was very much
Obviously. We have a question in asking whether we do we do need Russian voiceover. We do make voiceovers in Russian. Whether we need one, we probably don't at the moment. We've got quite a few Russian voices, so we probably are okay. But you can always drop us a line especially if you speak kind of a niche language. Always get in touch if you're a voiceover artist. We're always looking. So
we love it. We absolutely love it.
Are we ready to record?
Serving the universe.
So now this part of the show is where we're going to record, first of all the super chats, then Mike produces them live on the show. And then after the show, we will record everything else. So because today is still school holidays, we don't have to rush off at a specific time to get the kids from school. We can record straight after the show. So
yes,
we will do that.
It's all very showbiz here, isn't it? Rushing to get kids after doing a live stream.
I know, it's very showbiz. It's like, it's all very real. It's like, you know, we are not, you know, we are real people, right? We're real people.
Lives.
We've got real lives, real family. You know, it's like I love this about YouTube. It's like you can be real. It's like what's the point of pretending that you don't have like yeah, you know, I'm here all day, all night. You know, I don't sleep, I don't eat, I don't have kids. It's like, what's the point? You've got to be real, right?
You've got to be real. You've got to keep it real, as you say. And look at that. In the time you're explaining that, I've set up Adobe Audition. We're all pretty much good. I just need to load up Google Drive. Can I just say how impressed I am with Mixcloud? There you are. There's your beautiful face on screen. There's a bit of chat going down the side. We've got 17 viewers on, 18 now. 18 viewers on Mixcloud is. I'm going to keep this going.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice. That's really, really cool.
I'm really digging Mixcloud.
Do you know, actually, a very good suggestion from Gregory. Can you imagine a audiobook for kids by Putin?
Yes. Why not?
That would be quite a nice one, of course. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it would be a hit in Russia.
Say nothing else. I want to
it would be number
absolutely in favour with everyone who is powerful in this planet.
Are you afraid of Russian invasion?
Will you stop? This is not a political show, Izabela. How many times do I need to remind you? This is a family-focused, friendly, free, fun show.
I'm channeling the inner Mr. Clive here. You see, this is.
I see. Yes, you need Mrs. Clive, and then you can say all those things.
And then I can say all of those things and just get away with it. Right?
So you see, anything that's F is Free Jingle Friday. It's fun. It's fantastic. It's fabulous. It's all of those F
it's
words.
Free.
F. No, that's okay. We really need to move on quick. Gosh. Sorry. Chat is going to go berserk. Just stop. It's a family, fun, friendly, fantastic, fabulous show. Free Jingle Friday. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so sorry if you're new. If you're new and you've just tuned in,
man,
this is nothing like the stream.
This is just going in the right direction. Okay. Just so you have something to do, can I ask you to use a library number 5 today? I feel like we have...
I had library 8 loaded up, but yes, I'll go for 5.
Go for 5. And the reason I say that is actually perhaps just a little bit of heads up to you. In just a few days' time, we are refreshing our monthly sales. Ooh. And library number 5 will actually go on half price. So if you like the look of it, well, the sound of it, I guess, then you may want to kind of hold on till Monday, Tuesday.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just saying, you know, just giving you a heads up here. Yeah.
Okay, right, let's move on. Everyone's having a good laugh in the comments now. I've got Adobe Audition loaded up, and we got our super chat, so I'm just going to change mic. Sorry, this is not very professional, is it? Well, I do it every week. That one. On my Rode PSA 1. I really like this boom arm. Actually, that's my favorite boom arm right here.
There you go. And you see, look, East Langs Radio is keeping it real too. He was shopping for uniform shopping, and nearly missed the submissions. And he's like, uniform shopping is a pain. I totally feel you. I've spent like 3 hours of my life last weekend uniform shopping.
That's crazy.
Kids grow way too fast.
Yes, that's right.
They grow way too fast.
So many issues. We could talk about this all stream really and get nothing done. Anyway, let's hit the record button. Let's get into this. I'm going to hit record. I'll start with the first script and then we'll start producing in just a mo. So here we go.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, am I supposed to read the script now? No.
Shh, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Sorry. Sorry, totally just lost my plot. Go.
Join us for the track of the hour and all of the rest of your favourite music 24 hours a day, only here on True Hit Radio.
It's now time for that segment you've all been waiting for. Check my channel.
This is our Life in Lockdown special, BSC podcast.
Naughty, but oh so nice. Dance favourites and classic anthems with DJ Mackie on playdj.tv and all your smart devices.
Let's go to the beach with Foxy Lady J on Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
Playing the music you love. This is Chris Crook on East Lancs Radio.
All day, all night, and always commercial free. Q105 is spinning Tampa Bay's greatest hits from the 70s through the mid-90s, like this classic. This week's guest DJ set coming from Sweden and mixing it up on Clubalicious Radio, this is DJ Alexi DeVello.
Asking all the questions in the wrong order, but at the right time. It's fun, it's live, and it's an utter shambles. It's the Brew La Foo quiz.
This week's special guest DJ set coming from Finland and mixing it up on Clubalicious Radio. This is DJ Mika, aka DJ Mika M.
You are tuned to the home of the fastest growing music library on the internet. This is Hugger Radio.
The only podcast to give you news from cadet forces around the UK. This is Cadet Forces Podcast.
Welcome to the kingdom. Time for the East Middle Night Time. Time for the East Middle Night Time chat.
Welcome to the O Zone. Here's your host, Serena Katanina.
It's Sarina.
Serena Katanina. Okay. Sarina Katanina. Catania. Okay.
Catania, Mike, yeah.
Serena Katanina. Oh, Serena. Wait. Serena Catania.
Nice. 470 The River. 470theriver.com. Please like us on Facebook. So, Mr. Zuckerberg.
Taking you back in time, where good music was good. This is Flashback Memories with DJ Gabriel.
Sorry, the other one, I will do it again. I've seen the rest of the script. 470theriver.com. Please like us on Facebook. So Mr. Zuckerberg smiles.
Perfect. And actually, I got to say, I think that was one of our best script sessions we've ever had because we didn't make many mistakes there.
No,
I was almost thinking we wouldn't make any, but there was just a few slipped through the process. But in general, pretty good and pretty good to go. Just going to normalize these as I normally do, just so everything is normal.
You know, I think that you need to re-record that Catania. I think it should be Serena Catania.
Catania.
No, I think it's Catania. It's simply Catania.
Catania.
Serena Catania.
Okay.
You've got us really, really thinking there.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go back in. Let's just have a listen back to Catanina.
Okay,
yeah. Serena Catanina. Serena
I'm sorry. We have literally provided you with like a million options of how to pronounce your surname.
So what is it? Serena Catania?
I would say it's Serena Catania.
Okay, let me do that now. Hang on. Let's do it in the blank space. Serena Catania, yeah?
Yeah.
Serena Catania. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that that's how it's supposed to go.
Cool. Right, without further ado, I'm going to hop straight over to the multi-track because that's what you're here for. And we'll zoom out a little bit and move this along, and we'll just start moving some of the sound effects in and mixing this stuff up. So let's go out here and into this view, and we'll go into our sound effects library. We'll start bringing some stuff in. Here we go. Let's get going on this. Oh, that one's going. Look at that. Oh, that's quite a nice one. Let's pop that in there. and get started on our first jingle. So it's quite nice because the scripts this week tended to go male, female, male, female.
Yeah.
So we were going like back and forth. So I'm just making a few edit points here so I know where I'm at with all of this. And let's start to bring some of this down over here. Do my obligatory turning off analog delay on the echo track. And then we'll bring this in over here and start mixing now. So what do we got here? Okay, so let's bring that into focus over here. Tightening that up and moving this across and down here a little bit.
Hour and all of the rest of your favorite music 24 hours a day, only here on True Hit Radio.
Okay, and then we'll bring in a few other bits. So we're going to bring that in here. So that's going to come in there. I'm just going to push that audio up a bit so we hear it.
Hour and all of the rest. Hour and all.
Oh, a bit earlier.
Hour and all of the rest of your favorite music 24 hours a day.
Only, and we'll just make a little cut there and pull that up a little bit and fade it out at the end and zip that over there and maybe end on a dry. It's always nice to have a dry voice at the end, so something like this.
Day only here on True Hit Radio.
And that sounds epic, so we'll move this now over here and bring this in. Nice spinner to start things off, and then we'll bring in maybe, oh, what have we got? Let's bring that distorted thing. Might use that now or later. Back to the pads. Yeah, love it. Love it. That's going to work nicely.
It's now time for that segment.
Okay, let's see what we can do here to make this smooth. Zip over here.
It's now time for that segment you've all been
waiting for should, of course, be very enhanced.
All been waiting for.
And then we'll go zip like this.
For.
And then we'll bring it out on a dry, and I think I might end this nice and dry as well.
For. Check my channel.
Okay, a little bit less.
For. Check my channel.
There we go. Check my channel. So that's, whoops. So we got like...
It's now time for that segment you've all been waiting for. Check my channel.
Perfect. Okay, let's bring this over here. And again, so on Free Jingle Friday, we do the jingles fast for you so we can get as many in as we can. Obviously, an order via musicradiocreative.com would involve more voice artists, a dedicated producer who would spend up to an hour, not 5 minutes on your jingle.
Yes.
Just a little disclaimer I always like to give there.
This,
in case you think that this is how we usually produce jingles.
Yes, absolutely.
This is definitely for the show, where the aim is to do as much production as we can in as concise a time as we can, so that, you know, we give you maximum value for the time that you so generously give us every week on this show.
this is our...
You like that?
This is our Life in Lockdown special.
Okay, I'm just going to enhance this a little bit and push that up there. That'll work nicely.
It's our Life in Lockdown special.
And then the beep is still whirring away there, but don't worry, because we'll make that end quite abruptly. Zip, and go in there. Okay, play.
Special BSC podcast.
It's not bad, although I'm not sure about the echo ending there, so let's just try a few other alternatives.
Special BSC.
No, don't like that one. Let's try this one.
Special BSC podcast.
That works. Okay. Next, over here, female voice, and we're going to bring in another pad. Let's get a nice long one. About 12 seconds to do it. Oh, that's nice. So we got...
Naughty.
Oh, that could work.
Naughty.
What if we did... just wondering... Pop this in over here. I'm thinking naughty.
Naughty.
So that's going to go in there. Like that.
Naughty. Naughty.
Okay, let's edit that off.
Naughty. But. Oh.
And then this needs to somehow expand out here.
Naughty. But. Oh, so nice.
Nice. And let's see if we can...
Nice.
Yeah, let's pop that in.
Nice.
And then we need to pull that in up there.
Nice. Dance favorites and classic anthems with DJ Mackie on playdj.tv.
And that's where we're going to bring in the zip. So let's pop that up there.
On playdj.
No, a little bit.
On Play DJ.
And then that's going to come in like that.
Ape.tv and all Ape.tv and all your smart devices.
I'm just going to fade that out at the end so it just fades. That'll work nicely. Okay. Control S on the PC. Did I say I'm loving my experience with PC? Loving my experience with PC. Yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely it's come a long way, and it does exactly what I need now for my editing. Just this in combination with the trackball I use to like move around on the screen. I'm really enjoying things. It's working out well. Right, let's bring that in. I've kind of got my production sweet spot happening now, which is nice.
Let's go to the beach with Foxy Lady J on Blind Cafe Radio.
Ooh, okay. Oh, don't want that. Let's go.
Foxy Lady J on Blind Cafe. Foxy Lady J on Blind Cafe Radio.
All right, let's see if we can sync this nicely so it sounds really awesome.
Blind Cafe Radio. Blind Cafe.
That's it.
Lady J on Blind Cafe Radio.
And then the station that reigns is Kane. Definitely has to make a statement here. So
the station that raises Cain.
Let's pull that in. I love that tagline, by the way. It's just such an epic tagline. Whoever thought of that? It's just wow.
The station that raises Cain.
And again, I'm going to leave this just fading into the background because I think it will be a nice little ambient effect to fade out when the initial voice ends. So let's actually, I did want to zoom in again to that. Let's see if I can just zoom in there and just add a little fade out, something like that. That'll be good. Okay, right over here we got a couple more jingles here. What's going on? Okay, this is another set of really cool jingles that we're going to be making here. So that's why we call it Free Jingle Friday. This is going to cut out here. What are you doing?
I'm actually investigating how we are supposed to say the name and whether you've done this correctly.
Oh, that's okay.
So Serena is actually
It's
one
all right,
of our clients.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I am actually looking at audio
Okay.
that we've
I'll
done
crack on
before.
then. That's all. Let's bring this in here.
Playing.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice. That's nice.
Playing the music.
All right, let's just pull this in a little bit more. There.
Playing the music you love.
Playing the music you love.
This is Chris Crook on East Lancs.
Did we get it right?
I think the last one you did was correct. It's Catania.
Catania, yeah.
On East Lancs Radio.
Let's make that a little later.
On East Lancs Radio.
That's the one. Fade. And then we'll go over here. Bring this down here. That's coming in. Oh, we've used that already. Do you know what? So, I love my essential oils, by the way. Don't worry, I don't consume them for breakfast or anything like that. I'm not that nuts.
You are not like, there's another drop.
Yeah. Well, no, it's funny, actually. I watched there was something on Netflix, a series, and I watched the first episode. It's a series called Unwell on Netflix, and they're talking about essential oils and some of the stuff people do. It's like crazy stuff. But, like, on the scale of it, I do like to burn an essential oil in the studio. Simple as that. Now, I don't consume them. I don't rub them over my hands. I respect people who choose to do that. That's absolutely fine, but it's not for me. But I do like to burn them. And today in the studio, we've got ylang ylang going. And oh my goodness, I love that smell so much. I don't know if any of you guys watching now are into essential oils. If you are, just as a side while I'm producing away here, maybe you can post your favorite essential oil and why it's your favorite essential oil. Don't worry, I'm not going to go all multi-level marketing on you. I'm not going to give you a link to join a club to sell essential oils. I'm just really curious if any of you guys are into essential oils as well. But the smell of ylang ylang in the studio today is, oh wow. Because it was the end of the bottle, and you can't get the last strips out, so I just had to pull the lid off, and I tipped the rest in, and oh my goodness, it's so pungent today. But I love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, just curious.
Day, all night.
Right, let's get on to this jingle. Let's play some more.
All day.
We can probably bring that in earlier, so that'll be there.
All day.
There we go.
All day.
All day.
All day, all night.
All day, all night. That's nice. And then this will come up here.
All midnight. And always commercial free.
And always commercial free, of course. That's an important part of the tagline. This will go in here.
Q105 is spinning Tampa Bay's greatest hits from the 70s through...
Oh, and then we'll put this in here through today, and we'll probably bring something else in.
70s through... the...
Oh, yeah. I think that was a double take there. Let's bring that in here.
It's from the 70s, the mid...
I really don't like Lavender. Sorry, Michael. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's my favourite.
I know it is his favourite, but
the 70s, the mid-90s.
But seriously, Lavender just sends me off. I do not like... That's one that I do not like. That and ginger. Oh, I don't like ginger. I like eating ginger, but I don't like the smell of it burning.
Through the mid-90s.
Sorry about that.
Like this. Like...
They say that it helps you to sleep. I don't know. It just doesn't play well with me. That's all.
Like this classic.
But I respect your right to like lavender, Michael.
I don't go to sleep without putting lavender oil on my bed, on my pillow.
Yes, I call it just Mikey repellent.
It's
Let's
Mikey
sprinkle a bit of Mikey repellent over the pillow before going to bed tonight.
The 70s through the mid-90s. Like this classic.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, carrying on. I see no one else is into essential oils. Only us and Michael Suhovsky.
There you go. That's it.
Maybe so. Paul Rochester is in there just giving a round of applause, which is nice.
Thank you so much to Serena for a comment saying, I can say firsthand your production team is awesome, Penny and Gaston. In fact, we've met with Penny today, earlier before this live stream. Penny is
she came
living,
to visit the Isle of Wight.
not far from the Isle of Wight. She's got family living here, and we met together today, which is fantastic.
Very nice.
So, actually, I wonder, I can show a cheeky picture.
You can.
This week's guest DJ set coming from Sweden and mixing it up on Clubalicious Radio. This is...
Oh, that works nicely. And then we'll just do that at the end.
Hang on, can I do this?
Are you going to hold it to the camera? Seriously? Yes.
Hang on.
No, Isabella, put
on.
it in the middle of the camera and pull it back a bit. It's too close. Now you got it. That's it. That is Penny, our awesome manager of all things podcast at Music Radio Creative, with Isabella in the woods earlier today here on the Isle of Wight.
Earlier today, yep.
Nice pick.
It's a really lovely pick. And actually, in fact, if you want to see our... do we have a picture of the Hall of Mushrooms?
Did you get that? Usually you do. Oh,
I do,
okay. Here it comes. Hang on.
This is with,
get it right, Come on. Right position.
Hang on.
Camera to focus. Seriously, Isabella. There we go.
There you go. It's with our daughter Zara holding a basket full of mushrooms. There you go.
Seriously.
This is DJ Alexi DeVello.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely a good haul today. Lavender works good with a headache. I didn't know that, Chris. Really. Shangalang was my favourite. Not Yelang Yelang. Send me some homemade candles. Yeah, send all your candles. Actually, right now I'm looking for citronella candles because we've had a mosquito invasion. Don't get me wrong, nothing like you guys get in Florida. But yeah, the mosquitoes have been wicked this summer here on the Isle of Wight, haven't they?
Yeah.
Wicked. Right, let's move on and bring another voiceover in and produce this. So we'll bring this in here. Oh, that's nice. Let's pop that in. And maybe a bit of a pad. Yeah, so like I've been burning citronella all over the place because apparently it repels the little darlings.
Oh dear.
Decide to buzz into our room and buzz around all night and then suck your blood and oh gosh, seriously, absolutely just insane. Right, let's zoom in here. Oh yes, Chris is saying actually. It repels men better than a headache. I'm not sure I totally follow that.
Oh, come on, Mike.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I do follow. Let's say no more. Say no more.
Asking all the questions in the wrong order.
We'll just move on, shall we? Let's bring in something from the glitch folder. So this is all number 5, production library 5. If anyone's interested in using the same production library I'm using, or in fact any production elements like I'm using, where would they go? Where would you send them?
Over to mrc.fm/SFX.
SFX.
Order, but at the right time. It's fun, it's live, and it's an...
Oh, hang on. It's fun, it's live. Hang on, let's do it. It's fun, it's live.
It's fun,
it's fun, it's live. And yeah.
Fun, it's live.
Yeah, mrc.fm/SFX will give you...
Live, and it's an utter shambles. It's the...
Right, I'm just going to shorten that up because I think you say that too slowly. So let's make that a bit shorter. 70%.
5, and it's an utter shambles.
Shambles. That's a bit weird. I'm just going to try and edit it a bit more.
The shambles.
No, that sounds really weird now.
The shambles.
Thanks, Bjorn, for posting the link there. That's really kind of you.
The shambles.
And then bring this one up here.
Shambles. It's the Brula Fuqui.
What a cool name. Let's bring that in there.
The shambles. It's the Brula Fuqui.
I could get my timing a bit better there, couldn't I?
The shambles. It's the Brula.
That's good. Right, let's bring that here. That's going here. This is coming in here. Again, it's like playing Tetris. And oh,
time for the East Middle Night Time Chat.
Welcome to the O Zone. Here's your host, Serena.
Okay, this is where we've got the nice takers at the end. So I'll just make sure that's all together, ready for me to produce later. So there's no confusion there. Bringing this in. And
Serena is asking what's the best essential oil for energy in the studio.
ooh, energy. If I want to be energized, then personally, and don't get me wrong, I'm not an essential oil expert, but I would go for something citrusy. I'd probably go
I like
for
the citrusy smells. They're quite nice.
my favorite, although this is more an evening one for me personally, is Mai Chang. I love Mai Chang. That is awesome. Bergamont's pretty good too. And obviously your oranges and lemons, they're pretty good for mood. From what I understand, obviously, I don't take my word, I'm not a certified aromatherapist, but I just know what works for me. And I know some of the oils that don't work for me as well. Yeah, we got peppermint oil as well. Peppermint's good. I use that in moderation, though, because it's just so strong.
I like
it's
peppermint.
like you only need to put 1 drop of peppermint oil in a burner, and the whole place will smell of peppermint. It's crazy. So there you go.
We love when we order our essential oils, we usually order them from a company called Tisserand.
No, Tisserand.
Tisserand.
Tisserand, yes. It's founded by a guy called Robert Tisserand, who's, I understand, a bit of an expert in the space. So, yeah, years of experience. Written the book on essential oils, if that's your thing. So, yeah.
This week's special guest DJ set.
And let's bring this in up here. So, yeah, I highly recommend it, especially for people like you and I who probably sit in a studio all day, you know, or
I think it's quite good, yeah.
It just lifts you. Like this Ylang Ylang Burning Away Now is just so good. I love it. It's just giving me that, like, yeah.
On Clubalicious Radio, this is...
Let's pull that effect into something else. Actually, I tell you the person who got me into essential oils.
On Clubalicious Radio, this...
It's Dave Asprey, you know, the Bulletproof guy, the one who made You've heard of Bulletproof Coffee, right? Yeah. So Dave Asprey got me into essential oils. I listened to one of his audiobooks.
This is...
And towards the end, he just threw in this, like, by the way, I hear burning cypress essential oil is good.
This is DJ Mika.
Obviously, I can't verify that, but that's what he said in his book. And so I bought a bottle of cypress essential oil. This is last year, so it's only recently I got into essential oils. I started burning that. I was like, this is really lovely. What a lovely smell. It smells like the forest.
AKA DJ Mika M.
I'm just going to cut that a bit more. And ever since, like, I've gone down that rabbit hole of trying different essential oils.
AKA DJ Mika M.
And I know it's not just me, because I've got a friend who produces EDM music. His name is Will. He's a cool guy. He's got a YouTube channel, actually. And he likes burning essential oils, too. I asked him, I said, do you like essential oils? It's like a big club here. I feel a pyramid scheme coming on. What do you think, Izabela?
Bless you.
Sorry.
Here we go.
I can't say anything seriously at the moment, can I?
You
I'm in
can't,
one of those
no.
moods.
You are tuned. You are.
What do you think? Could we have the MRC essential oil range? Oh, dear. So funny. Huh?
You are tuned to the home.
Oh, let's bring that in earlier.
You are tuned to the home of.
This essential oil will make you produce faster. This essential oil will make you produce better.
Buy this essential oil to be the best producer in the world. Woohoo!
Yes, we can't make any claims, can we? All we can say is that this does this for me. And, you know, that's fine. You know, listen, if it works for you, then don't listen to what anyone else has to say, whether it's good or bad, because if something works for you, then that's good, isn't it? And whether it's, you know, something going on or whether it's placebo or whatever, you know, it's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. Do I worry about the fumes affecting equipment? I've never really thought about that. I mean, I think the fumes would sooner affect me than they'd affect my equipment.
Probably, yeah. You see, I always burn candles, as
Julie.
you can probably see in the overhead camera. I always have. But I'm I'm a huge Yankee candle person, so I've got
Growing Music Library
Yankee candles always around. So
yes. I remember last time I went to the US, obviously haven't been doing that recently, I bought back these candles and I thought they were just only available in the US. I picked them up from Target and they were Nature's Wick. And I was like, oh, I'm bringing something so special back for Izabela. She's going to love it. Different to her Yankee candles. I don't know, maybe you guys have heard of that candle in the US.
They're actually done by Yankee, so that's the same company. It's just they are under two different kind of brand names. So.
The fastest growing music library on the internet.
I mean, the smell was very nice, but we just didn't really like the way it crackled.
Yeah, it was like the constant...
Yeah, it said on the packet, like, essential... No, what did it say? It said something like authentic crackling noise.
Yeah.
It didn't sound very authentic to me.
Music library.
It was like, it was meant to be like, you know...
But your mileage may vary. Come on, anyway, let's get back to this. Your mileage may vary. Let's pull this in over here. It's like... Yeah, no. It was a good smell, though.
This is...
So on that basis, I would probably buy one, but...
There you go. Tim says that we should probably make an MRC candle.
Yes.
Is Hugger Radio.
Absolutely. I feel a whole
Producer's
range.
friend, best friend. Yeah, there you go. Production candle. This is actually such a good idea. Totally should do it.
Because we all sit in our studios.
We all do it, right? It's like special candle for audio production. Now that is where, you see...
And we want a nice smell going off when we're doing our bits and bobs. Don't we?
That's like $1 million idea then, right there for you see?
Does make a difference. Also, another thing, I mean, talk about Julie in the chat just saying, do you worry about the fumes affecting your equipment? I often burn incense in our studio as well. That's another thing. Which again, you know, we follow health and safety here. We've got fire extinguishers, we've got fire blankets. I think that's important. Even if you don't burn things in a studio, you should always have a fire extinguisher and fire blanket.
The only podcast.
But yeah, I burn incense. I'm not sure about that though. It does...
Forces around.
Hang on.
Cadet forces is from cadet. News to give you news. To give you news. To give you news.
To give you news. Sorry, I'm just making an edit there. It does worry me. I don't know if anyone can verify this, but I don't know if the smoke that incense gives off is healthy to breathe in or not.
The only podcast. Give you news.
Oh, I've overlapped that now. Maybe someone can verify that.
The only podcast to give you news from cadet forces.
I'm just going to move that up a bit.
The only podcast to give you... The only podcast to give you news from cadet forces around the UK. This is...
Oh, that's cool. That's going well.
This is Cadet Forces Podcast.
And then we'll bring this in over here. Nice podcast. That sounds really interesting. Thanks for...
This is Cadet Forces Podcast.
I'm going to make that a little clearer.
This is Cadet Forces Podcast.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, good luck with that podcast. Sounds good. Let's bring that in. And this one over here. Zooming in. So funny we do the idle banter as I'm producing away. It's kind of like... It's just like, you know, when you're in a studio or in an office working with someone else. Like, I feel like doing Free Jingle Friday when I'm working away on jingles. I just feel like I'm in an office working away and I'm chatting with you, Izabela, and like a few hundred of my other best friends who happen to be sitting there watching the stream.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Welcome to the kingdom.
East Langs Radio says that if we will make one, he will have it. He will, you see?
That's so nice. Well, yeah, we should, let's look into it.
Welcome to the kingdom. Time for the East Middle Night Time. Time for the East Middle Night Time chat.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, yes, I know you're saying something. I'm just trying to finish
I was going to say that we should make a candle with a special audio branding.
Time chat.
That it makes a specific sound.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Right, let's save this. Okay, we're doing really, really well. We've got 4 more jingles to make. And then that's kind of end of the session in a way. That's nice. That's like a nighttime cricket sound on that one.
Welcome.
Let's try this.
Welcome to the O.
Oh yeah, that's going to work nicely.
Welcome to the O.
Okay, and we'll move the ozone up here.
Ozone. Ozone. Here's your host.
Let's move that up here.
Ozone. Here's your host.
And we probably want to pull that in over there.
Host. Serena.
And then we're going to just edit this nicely. And this is in over here. You know, one thing I will say is any conversations that come up in the live stream.
Host. Serena.
If anything ever...
Serena.
Oh, let's move that over there.
Serena.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Serena Catania.
Perfect. If anything ever comes up in the live stream and you think, oh, that's interesting, I want to know more about that, or I want to ask more about that, please go over and post it as a question in our community. We'll get one of the mods will post a link to the community. Because it's all very well talking about things on the live stream, but I always love actually continuing that conversation
on
in the community. And I noticed more and more of you are doing it recently. Like last week, we had the big discussion about internet options, and David, who was watching last week, posted that as a thread in the community. So if anything catches your attention, even if it's not directly related, even like if you want to start a thread about essential oils, we'll just categorize it under like, you know, production chatter or something like that. But just make it relevant, obviously. What essential oil do you burn when you're producing? And then we can have a discussion after the show. You know, if anything catches your attention, over to the community.
470 The River. 47.
Then we'd love to continue the conversation. We always do. And we're always keeping an eye on that community, aren't we, Iz? So.
We always do.
470theriver.com. Please like us on Facebook.
Oh yeah, this was the one where we need to get the Zuckerberg thing in. Yeah, I see Bjorn's already on it. He's posted the link there. If you're interested in just expanding on anything you hear in this show, it can be anything. It's just whatever you like. Let's see.
So, Mr. Zuckerberg.
No, we've missed a bit there, haven't we?
Taking you back in.
Do it again. I've seen. Please like.
It's the last bit over there. So yeah, whatever it is, even if it's something you see me doing as I'm producing away and you're like, what did Mike do there? Just post it up, and what you can do is you can reference it by linking to the timestamp in the live stream and say, you know, when they were talking about this, or when Mike was doing that, or when Iz was doing this. We'd love that.
So Mr. Zuckerberg smiles.
Oh, nice. I see Tim has already started a thread about who you'd like to narrate an audiobook in the community, which is awesome.
Nice.
Let's see if... we get any nice suggestions posted there in the coming days. Final jingle.
Woohoo.
Let's post this in here, and then we're on our merry way.
Taking you back in.
All right, let's zoom that back a bit.
Taking you back in time, where good music was good.
All right, I'm going to use a few rewinds in here. I think they'll be appropriate. So, rewind. That's going to go nicely.
Back in time, where good music was good.
And then we'll get a wound in.
Good. Good. This. Good. This.
And then we're going to pull this up here. And probably we're going to end with this up here.
This is Flashback Memories.
Too early.
This is Flashback Memories with DJ Gabriel.
Okay, we're nearly there, and then we just need to pull this back a little bit. Zip. Hang on, it's too early. Let's zip that in there. Let's zip that in over there. And
this is Flashback Memories with DJ Gabriel.
There we go, and then fade it off at the end. Do a nice little pad. Out we zoom. There it is. That's your free Jingle Friday produced jingles for this week. Mixed down the entire session. Shazam. It's done. Okay.
Awesome.
Nice. What a good show it has been this week.
It has.
Do you want to, I don't want to, necessarily go away straight away. Is there anything interesting going on in the chat that we can refer back to before we finish this wonderful live stream that was also featured for the first time on Mixcloud?
Woohoo!
LP Radio recently joined in. I mean, seriously, Mixcloud seems like an awesome platform. I'm just going to pull it back in. We currently have 23 people watching on Mixcloud, that's really, really good.
Make sure to follow us on Mixcloud then. In that case, you've got to make sure to hit
absolutely
follow, subscribe. I don't know what you do in there.
So
but,
just go to, I'll actually post the Mixcloud link in the chat box, and you can just go and follow us over there on Mixcloud.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm going to be using that account every week now to stream. Go on, what's that?
No, it was the screen within the screen within the screen.
I know, right? Weird.
Yeah, you created the whole thing in there. Yeah, no, that's really cool. That's really, it's just a couple of very nice comments. Bob says, I'm a podcaster with disability, and you've inspired me so much. I would absolutely love to have you as a guest, Mike. And then the Hampshire Studio Hampshire says, hi, Iz and Mike and all. I'm up in Scotland at Radio HQ on business, but watching away and loving the show. Thank you.
Oh, that's really, really nice.
So that's really, really cool. No, but that's really good. I'm excited. It's so for us, it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. So we've got a little bit of a longer weekend, and I'm totally disappearing in the woodlands, hunting my mushrooms.
You're absolutely getting away. There's no way you're doing anything
There's no
different.
way around it. And actually, in fact, it's my mum is coming down to visit us for the first time since the lockdown started. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Started
and she
eased,
is
yeah.
a master mushroom picker. So that's where I'm disappearing in the woods with my mum. So that would be awesome.
She is the master mushroom. Yeah. She's the master of the mushrooms.
Master of the mushrooms, yes.
Thanks for another amazing, awesome show. Hope you have an amazing weekend, says Bonnie. Every show benefits from a lot of info. Thanks, DJ Willie. Doug saying hi to the Mixcloud peeps. Good show as always, Scott. Thank you, Scott. This weekend, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably join you in the woods for a few mushrooms. And just kind of relax, really. Just relaxing weekend before we get into September, and it's kind of that end of year. Like I mentioned at the start of the show, very busy September. Adobe Video World, InfoShare, and then October, it's time for Adobe Max. So that's going to be exciting, and I wonder what announcements Adobe may have coming up in just over a month from now. So we'll wait and see.
Nice. Do you have any hopes for any super cool announcements? I mean, obviously, do you have anything?
My favorite thing in the whole of Adobe Max is the sneak session where they preview what could come. And it's like some of the stuff they do in the audio research department at Adobe is just groundbreaking. Like last year, I happened to be there at Adobe Max and sitting in the audience for the sneaks, and when they were showing off the Project Awesome Audio, where you can take a really poor recording, run it through a filter, and make it studio quality. And if that is the stuff we've got coming down the pipe from Adobe, that sounds amazing. Yeah. What do I hope for? I don't know, really. I think I'm already really enjoying and digging the way the apps work, so just streamline that. I think they've done some fantastic stuff this year, not just in audio, but also in video. For instance, if you're a PC user, like me, then Adobe Premiere Pro this year introduced a feature that just basically took your GPU, your graphics card, and took full advantage of it, and it's never done that before. So now I've got a really good GPU in my computer, so when I render out video, it just goes at the speed of light. It's amazing. So that's really good. Cool. And we'll wait and see what comes up this October. Let's see.
And by the way, all the jingles will be available right after the show. Head on over to mrc.fm/FJF. It's mrc.fm/FJF. You will find the link to download free jingles from each of the weeks in there. Note that it's usually like one big file, and you need to find your jingle in there. We don't separately email you with the links, specific downloads. So you've got to go on to mrc.fm/FJF. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to click subscribe, because we are here every week. We make free jingles and have a audio chat every single Friday. So, just join us, have some fun with us. We have an amazing community with us here every week. So, it's fun to have you here.
There we go. So that's the end of the show. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Bjorn, Tim, for moderating today. Wonderful stuff. Thanks, Nadi as well, Renegade Maxter, Gregory, Oki, Michael, Bonnie, and so many more. Have a good one. See you next week.
Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream.